Onivia, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on esports.
So I wonder what Fenfen's going to try for.
Got just 5 seconds left until he locks it in. It looks like it will be the Corki that's been floating around this pick ban the entire time.
Yeah, it's just a lot of early poke coming in through from Karma. So
where's that Gromp? That's mine. That is my frog. Q not going to land there from Jackie Love. Bot lane doing fine, but mid lane not as lucky. Rookie in a little bit of trouble. Not going to be able to land a stun just yet. Ning coming in for the assist here on the side. Has the red buff available. Fen jumps out there. Oh, there's the stun. Comes down after the flash from Ning. Teleport coming in from the side of LNG, but is he going to be enough? SOFM looking for the stun on a Ning. Will find it as Flandre engages on a Rookie. SOFM finds Ning. They won't find Rookie. 1-for-1 trade. First blood over to IG.
Good TP.
That Karma versus Camille matchup. That one I can see him well versed in. SOFM looking for the invade, might be able to find it on Ning, looking for the stun once again. Finds it, there's the flash in. That is a huge engage there from Dwan. They might find him, they do.
Dwan coming in hot, man. Around so he can let them push out. I think they're going to look for a base timing right now, but to my point up top side, I think both sides are happy. If you have an Aatrox in the game, they're still going to look for it. Wow.
Oh, they're going for the dive, and they find it onto Dwan. Teleport coming in as well. Invictus Gaming aren't done just yet. Flash in, flash force from Asura. Balan comes in with the ultimate as well. Asura, I don't think he's going to be able to get out of this. 4-man dive into the bottom lane, and Invictus Gaming pick up 2 kills.
They got took off guard by They knew that Sejuani was top side and that the enemy jungle was down bot. It was more so the
point up towards that top side of the map.
Easy vision control here too. Let's take a look if Rookie can get out of this.
Mid lane gank coming in. SOFM flash away from Rookie to dodge the ultimate. SOFM not going to find his gank. See how Ning does. Doesn't look like he's going to find it either. The re-engage. Juan coming in from the bottom lane once again. Can they find Rookie in time? They take him low. SOFM low as well. Going to make it out safe, but here comes the Predator from Ning. He's not going to find anyone on the... Might be looking for a gank here on Invictus Gaming, but Rookie going to deter that one as the first tower picked up. Oh my god! It is just everyone chasing down to this bottom lane once again. The Impale goes down, as does Dwan.
I mean, LNG, they're working with the information, have the numbers advantage with how freely they've been able to use Jackie Love, but mid lane's been just flatly, I mean, no one's pushing it. Let's see if they can get something.
Flandre is impaled. Invictus Gaming, they may be able to find the pick here. Hextech Ultimatum not going to save you for long. And Invictus Gaming decide that's the way they're going to get the Mountain Drake. But LNG, since the Drake's reset, they're sticking around for a little bit longer. 1,000 HP. SOFM not going to look for the steal. Invictus Gaming secure away.
Still a really good pickup from IG. I don't even know how they saw him. I thought they had a good control ward, but you can see the ward that's being cleared on that bush on the side.
SOFM looking for the engage, will find the ultimate, but in the meanwhile, under the tower, Dwan just getting blown up. Rookie flashes away, keeps himself safe. Asura goes in for the killer instinct. Flash from SOFM will secure the kill. Flash in from Fen as well. Balan, Invictus Gaming are just going down in this fight. 3 for 1 in favor of LNG.
Yeah! We need to see more of that.
Ultimate's already down there from Jackie Love. Not going to be able to find a whole lot off the back of it. Again, the CC Ultimate's not finding follow-up here, but LNG looking for it. Flandre coming in for the flank once again. Balan in a little bit of trouble, goes golden. Ning looking for something here. He has the ultimate, has the Predator. Not going to be able to find it. Beautifully timed ultimate there from Flandre. Not going to be enough to keep him alive. Dwan getting chunked down as well. Just the autos away. Free firing as Jackie Love. 2 kills for none.
There's no ultimate from Ning and Jackie Love, so if they want to start a fight, Duke has to be the person to go in.
Half health on the Baron. Invictus Gaming need to go in now if they want to find it. That Baron is getting chunked down. It's taken away by SOFM, which means LNG need to get out of this safely. They've turned the fight. They might be able to find it, in fact. Asura gets 1 kill. Jackie Love so low. The killer instinct into the back. Double kill so far for Asura. He finds the triple. Can he find the quadra in the ace? Invictus Gaming struggling so hard. One beautiful play, and this one not as good. The ace and the quadra kill for LNG.
Run off. When you have Camille, essentially with max hook shot.
So you can in from Ning and SOFM. So at this point, that engage, that team fight we were looking for might not. There's only so much you can do to a Sejuani with her passive and aftershock.
Here we go.
Baron already down to half health. Invictus Gaming looking to contest. Flandre going to find an engage onto Ning. Dashing in. Dwan to follow up. Hextech Ultimatum goes in. Asura's already popped off in the back of the fight. Killer instinct to go back forward. Oh my god, it's a disaster for Invictus Gaming. The ace comes in once again. Another quadra kill for Asura, and that's going to be game number 1.
Yep, they got the IG just look, as you mentioned, in that fight, it was disastrous. I know the composition was rough for them, but they just didn't have answers. And now going into what was a very quick game 1 for LNG, you got a lot of questions. My answer is the shot.
But LNG looking so good in game number 1. You were expecting them to take one game, Raz, but were you expecting them to take it in such a dominant fashion?
Yeah, this is a much cleaner LNG. It reminds me of the earlier weeks that they had. And a constant point that we have for LNG throughout this split, the season, has been communication, and trying to force your lanes to rotate at all times. So I want to see what Leon can do here. It still has a lot of great early game.
This bucket of chicken, the LPL, brought to you by KFC. Now, Fen having some trades here in the mid lane. Once again, he's going real aggressive on a rookie. Going to force him out of lane, likely with this Ignite.
Oh!
He jumps in, the flash. Fen, I don't know if this is what you want. First blood for rookie. Fen, no.
The only question is that he followed immediately with the flash. So we're back at it, though.
Oh, well, that's a return kill. That's something, right?
So we talked about it being a very linear. And all in the meantime is buying so much of rookie's time. He's literally... Okay, thank God.
No!
Thank God.
Jackie Love picks up the kill with a piercing arrow, but Fen dives in onto Leon. That Ignite's going to take him out. Fen? Hello? Not again!
This is the greatest playoff game I have ever witnessed.
Well, they're looking for Leon. There comes the jump from Fen. Goomba stomp onto Leon. He gets taken down. SOFM uses the ultimate, but not going to be able to find Rookie. There's the Requiem. Goodbye, SOFM. The engage in the top lane in the meanwhile as well. Invictus Gaming picks up 2 kills cross map.
And Leon gets an assist for the top side too. This game. Oh, he got him. All right.
Flash ultimate there from Fen, and now he is.
And with how the Shy's actually built up right now with heavy magic resist, he wants to be in that same. Oh, no.
Bye, Leon.
Yeah.
Asura's going to pick that one up. Good killer instinct from him. Valon trying to do something about it.
You know, the likes of Karthus, Olaf, you know, junglers that can honestly just do this on their own is the fact that they can just start pressuring for the Shy. Is the fact that the Shy uses leads to go towards team fights, but he's getting opened up on here.
This is dangerous 1v1, but it looks like it's dangerous for the Shy and not Fen. He's able to take that one down. Yordle on Yordle combat.
Go.
IG still focusing on the Dragon. They're going to go for the engage. SOFM getting caught out by Rookie. There's the flash. Beautiful from SOFM, but it's not going to be enough to save his life. As Rookie takes him down. Meanwhile, Fen looking for the 1v1 against the Shy once again.
Wow.
But it's going to be Fen who falls. This time, the shutdown goes over to Jackie Love. And now Invictus Gaming pick up the fight. 2 kills.
Station on burst so he can jump away. Didn't even get that. IG get more often than not they end up.
Fair point.
It's very difficult to. Let's take a look at what the vision control looks like for LNG. This is pretty risky.
So I'm getting engaged on. He's going to use Glacial Fissure, stolen away by Rookie. Teleport coming in from LNG as well. Fen doing as much damage as he can. Balon saves Leon for the time being. Great ultimate there from SOFM. Balon goes golden, and Invictus Gaming want to find the re-engage. They find it on Flandre, but who disengages now? Looks like LNG don't want to look for more.
Need to focus towards the mid lane as that's going to be pushed out by LNG. Yeah, slow down. That's nice to see from IG. Whenever
get their way out of this, Fen getting chased down. Rookie goes in, he goes golden, but Fen's going to get taken out. Chains of Corruption are going to be enough, but Flandre, can he find the fight? Hemo Plague onto 2. He's looking for more. AoE coming in. Rookie still somehow living. Asura goes in with the killer instinct. What can he find? Double kill so far for Jackie Love. The Shy getting chased down on the backside of the fight, and Asura 1 versus 3. Can he find any? He finds Baolan, a double kill, and LNG somehow turned the fight. Asura with the 1v3. Heals up Fen. If they need to fight, they have the health for it once again. Requiem comes down. Golden onto SOFM after the Chains of Corruption land. He goes in for the engage instead. Balon saves Jackie Love for the time being. The Shy goes in with an ultimate, but he's not going to be able to find it. Asura healing up in the back of the fight. Rookie goes in, not going to be able to find anyone just yet. Fen dives into the back of the fight. He's able to pick up 1, pick up 2. The ace once again, and they're turning on to Baron. Sorry,
he found 3 members, but was able to easily get picked off. And so let's take a second look at that when we get Shy is in the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, he's been chased down for this since that replay started. They're probably going to find him here. Yeah, Fen's going to pick that one up. Just getting a little bit of extra gold for himself.
Spring Split champion, a team that you just gave the benefit of the doubt, would get things together in playoff time, and it's a near 10K gold lead for LNG. So for them to lose out this advantage would be a catastrophic situation.
SOFM goes golden. The fight going to be re-engaged. Rookie goes in. He goes golden himself. Beautiful ultimate there from Dwan. Redemption going to save everyone from the Requiem. Fen gets a pickup on the backside. That was a huge Hemo Plague. Everyone from Invictus Gaming needs to back off.
Let's think about how the fight goes for LNG. Even if Flandre goes in, doesn't net a kill, he gets them to about 30% HP. So easy for resets to be made for Fen in these fights. The composition's working out so nicely, and now they're just trying for that one last fight.
Inhibitor Tower in trouble. Asura in trouble as well. He's able to pick up 1 kill. This might be the way Invictus Gaming gets back into it. The Shy finds 1, but FenFen dives in. Beautiful ultimate. Kicks JackeyLove into the fountain. Not going to kill him just yet, but LNG will survive through it. Nexus Tower is still available. Oh, they're looking pretty strong here. It's first round of playoffs. I may be getting ahead of myself.
We'll see.
And I'm committing the cardinal sin. I'm excited about LNG. Looking for the engage here. Camo playing on a 2. Leon's just dead. There's the flash in from Flandre. He's looking for the further engage. The AoE is coming out massive here for LNG. They're going to be able to wipe up the team fight. That's going to be game. LNG get the ace once again. Should be able to find game number 2 here against Invictus Gaming, reigning world champions. It doesn't matter to LNG. They're going to find game number 2 and bring it to match point.
That's that late game Vlad. Humongous just in that one last team fight.
Combo well into the J4, like you said, you can fear him away in the middle of the flag drag, but it looks like the final pickup there for Invictus Gaming going to be that Vladimir.
There we go. We're going to definitely be seeing the Vlad, but he can't be fighting for Scuttle Trap here. Easily, SOFM is going to be challenging for that.
Duan looking for it, lands onto Balan. Balan doesn't get stunned up just yet. Balan in a little bit of trouble, but so's Duan. Duan might be the first blood here. Heal comes out from JackeyLove, saves Balan. Duan is down. JackeyLove coming back in for the re-engage. Asura is still trying to DPS as best he can, but Ning's looking for it. Who goes down first? JackeyLove and Asura both go down at this point. Ning versus SOFM, they're going to back off. SOFM happy with that double kill.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy for LNG on that one. That's just 2 kills easily on SOFM, but does he have a way out?
I don't think he does. Body Slam's not up for another few seconds. There's the Q slow. There's the W. Happy Hour going to keep him alive for the time being. Where's the Body Slam? Not going to be able to find... Oh, he does! SOFM just stalling as best he can. Look at Duan. He's running in to try and save his jungler, and SOFM is running circles around Ning, but it's not enough. Shutdown goes over to Ning. 450 gold.
At least Ning... So a 10 CS deficit, yeah, it's unfortunate. But it's now the worst times are gone. Unless if FenFen gets cut out here. Oh, no.
Speaking of, looks like FenFen in a whole lot of trouble. Smacked back by Rookie. Exhaust goes down. Goodbye, FenFen. There's no way he's getting out of this one. Has the vision. SOFM trying to come in. There's the ultimate back. FenFen might survive this. Ning isn't able to find the kill. Rookie goes down. LNG turn the mid lane 2v2, and it's still going. They find Ning, get him low. FenFen barely surviving at this point. Corrupting Potion keeps him alive. Duan coming in, trying to find that kill. No roar needed. SOFM and FenFen 2 for none in the mid lane.
Definitely tilting. The missed Q from Ning. And also on top of that, the fact that FenFen was able to remain alive, the most crucial part was the invisibility you have on your bush element. That he was able to buy a lot of time. Oh no.
Meanwhile on the bottom lane, Balan in so much trouble, but Ignite goes down on Asura. First blood going to go down. Heal comes out from Asura. He's going to be able to survive a little bit longer, but not a whole lot longer. Duan has to back off. 1-for-1 trade, 80 carry for 80 carry.
At least they're fighting back. We talked about it. We're in this 3rd game in the series. But oh no, Duan wants to set him up. He wants to get a full shot. He's not going to let him.
JackeyLove in a little bit of trouble. There comes the roar. There comes the flip. There comes the dunk from SOFM.
That has been the 2nd kill claimed on someone trying to want to win this one. About how the combination of the Kiana and Gragas, because it's starting to come through.
Here comes the Cataclysm. Invictus Gaming looking to engage. 3 are not enough to take down Asura. You tried a 1v3 against him last game. You're going to get the same result this game. Duan comes in for the engage onto Balan. They find the body slam onto him as well. Ultimate not going to be enough to save you there. The cask knocks Sting over into flag and drag.
Like, a lot of people, including myself, I mean, we're just talking about the whole expectation that we had in the playoff preview show. Came down to, you know, us thinking that Invictus Gaming would be able to come back, but take a look at this.
No, the 3-man gank into the mid lane. Flandre should be able to pick this one up off the back end. No, Rookie barely survives. Corrupting Potion going to be enough, but now Balan goes in for the re-engage. Chosen of the Storm pops on a Duan. He's healthy enough, but for how much longer? SOFM has joined the fight. A new challenger approaches, and LNG pick up 2. The double kill for FenFen.
Now you
have SOFM 5-1-3 on that Gragas. It is not a fight that Invictus Gaming are looking like they'll be able to win.
Remember, Duan has flash. This is the fight that he wants to pick up for himself.
Looking for the engage. There's the roar. There's the flip. Flandre coming in from the top side of the map. He's going to get the slow. Balan might be the first one to fall. Unbreakable will already popped. LNG chasing down. The support from Invictus Gaming goes down. He stalls for a while, but it doesn't matter. Flandre chasing down onto Ning. He might get out of it, but Flandre still wants to chase it through.
Yeah, you're stuck here. Now it's on LNG to make the decision. Go towards the kill. Oh,
flash ultimate in from FenFen. It's not going to be able to find him, but the follow-up will. Teleport not going to come in from the shot. Able to stop the Rift out in the bottom lane. Invictus Gaming trying to get a tower of their own, but I gotta say, Asura's been playing so admirably. He's almost being able to take down Balon. He's gonna find Balon by himself. 2v1 under the tower. What is happening this game?
Just literal mechanical outplays here.
That's where all the hopes lie right now, but they need to get to a point where the Shy can pop off on that pick, can get his items, because right now, LNG are just running through Invictus Gaming. They might find the pick here. Dwan gets poked out a little bit, but they're not able to find anything off the back of it. Predator's been popped. SOFM finds the combo. They're going into this one. Here comes Kiana. Fen picks up one. Looking for Balon on the back as well. There's the double kill for the mid laner of LNG. They want this turret, and they will kill.
Ning survived just one blip of HP.
Just the flashing knight was so BM. I'm kind of glad that didn't result in a kill. We're just like, that'll be enough. Goodbye, peasant.
I think we're at that stage where it is about mental resilience. And the Vladimir needs to find, I think he has Crimson Rush. He can outplay.
Oh, flash away from Flandre. He might be able to survive this one. There's the root. The Shy might not be much longer for this world. There's the Q to come in. Thumbs up from Flandre. He's got that one in the bag.
You can't even rely. LNG is trying to tilt Invictus Gaming off the map.
LNG, do you remember Earth, Wind, and Fire coming in as their dragons so far as they pick up the third one?
This is a tough run, but you have to come up with your first step, and this is a huge step for the team.
JDG did it last split.
That's true.
LNG maybe the one to do it this split. They find the pick on the Balon. Goodbye. He's going to be made into flank steak real quick. Now Fen maybe looking for the 1v1 against the Shy, waiting for the Crimson Rush to expire. It's down. Dwan's looking for the engage as well. Ghostblade popped. He's going in. The Shy pops the Hemo Plague, but ignites on him. How much longer can he live? Not very much. Fen picks up another kill. 7-0. But all right. I mean, now you've got a Kiana with 2 items. She's got the Ghost Blade. She's got the Dust Blade. Your AD carry's got 2 items as well. Tons of AD. You're going to see a fight again, but I'm not scared for Asura at this point. We've seen him pull out a 1v3 before. 2v3 should be no problem.
Wow.
He's able to get the root. Like I said, Jackie Love goes in with the killer instinct. Might be able to find Asura. Here comes the ultimate. Asura so low, still survives. That's what I'm talking about. LNG. Team fight and outplay.
They're actually just slamming them. I don't think, yeah, Jackie Love, you ain't going away from this one. That's how much confidence you have. Asura and Flandre can work backwind with the extra shield that Flandre was able to give him, and the rest of his members were coming back from base. This one is a tough one to swallow for IG.
Oh my god, that damage onto the Shy. There's the dunk, there's the follow-up, flip. Gets a belly to the face, and the Shy, 40-second the Baron buff. We'll see how right you are. Minute 30 until the next dragon comes up, but they're just focusing down on this bottom tower. They're looking for the pick on Asura. Invictus Gaming not able to find it. Balon chokes out. Ning coming in for the kill. Rookie trying to 1v1 Asura on the bottom side of the map. He will be able to find him, but what can LNG find with the rest of the fight? They take down Ning. Now they're on the hunt for Rookie. He should be able to.
Him working alongside Dwan. It's a shame that the support hasn't been able to get an MVP this time around. Maybe he gets it for this game, but you almost are sure like that SOFM is going to be able to pick it up. Let's see if the Shy can hold him back.
Looking for the Hemo Plague. Crimson Rush going to come up in a second. He's trying to find Dwan. Not going to be able to find it just yet. Chosen of the Storm goes up, and the Shy goes down. The knockback going to follow up onto Balon. 2 picked off there for LNG. They're just winning. Baron buff going to be down.
Remember, Karma has teleport. She's the only one not a part of the fight. Invictus Gaming may think that they have a numbers advantage. You are sorely mistaken. You don't want to fight under these circumstances.
Ning going in pretty aggressively, has the Cataclysm still, looking for it onto Asura, flashes in for it. What can Asura find on the backline? He's still so safe at this point. Cataclysm expires, Asura picks off one. Ultimate comes in from Kiana, Fen doing so much damage in the backline, able to pick off Jackie Love, and at this point, Balon going to go down as well. Asura still alive in the back of the fight. What can the Shy find? All he can find is an Ignite in his death, as Rookie looks to find it, but instead it's an ace for LNG.
They got the wave too.
3 and 8. LNG are about to take down the reigning world champions in the first round of playoffs. This is going to be it. A clean 3-0 from LNG Esports.
I just want to see the player cameras for the players themselves from LNG. Fun SOFM, man.
That's what I like to see. I don't blame him, man. I love how chill Asura was too. He's like, yeah, high five. That's exactly what I expected.
But like, the coaching staff has always been really confident with the core members of LNG for good reason. They always knew that SOFM and Flandre